Hello, I'm Mind. Welcome to another video. This video is about using limited actions in Feats. This came about from Wedderburn on the D&D Beyond forums. He wanted to know how to add a limited number of actions that could be used equal to the proficiency bonus of the character. I actually replied and made a mistake. I said that there was no option to tie it specifically to the bonus, because it didn't used to be. And you had to do it the hard way of coding it specifically to each individual level. However, since testing this out and looking into it, I realized that you can. Apparently, at some point, they decided to add this feature into the feats, where you can actually tie your limited actions to your bonus proficiency, to your proficiency bonus, sorry, which is specifically good. So yeah, here we go. So I've got my test character up and ready. Let's go and create a feat, which will be create a feat here. Okay, we'll create from scratch. So when thinking about what to do, I decided to do one that was going to be based off using the dodge action as a bonus action, which is kind of a little bit OP for a while, but I'll try it. And I'm going to call it Dodgy as Heck, version 1. Description. You can use the dodge action bonus action. You'll notice I put in this like little brackets action. This is something that will allow it to be a tooltip, so that once you actually view the feat either on the sheet or separately, you could hover the mouse over the text dodge, and will bring up the like a tool box with the information about what the dodge action is, which is a base action that all characters can do in the game. There is a thread actually in the forums, so I'm going to open a new window here. I believe it's in the Homebrew forums. That's not good. Total text. It is one somewhere, but I can't remember where it is. Oh, there it is. How to add tooltips. So this 38, which I will link to in the video description, allows you to create brackets for creating different things. Like here's an example of the dodge action here. You can just do it for magic items and all that stuff, and spells. That's good to add into your boxes, into your descriptions. This can be used equal to your efficiency bonus. You cover all spell uses on completion of a on test. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up. I'm going to open up a notepad, which I don't believe you can see because it's only recording the window, not the screen, which I do apologize. But basically, I'm going to copy that. The reason why I'm copying it is because we're going to be using it multiple times later. So I've put it here. When we create the actual action itself, we'll be copying these details. So here, we can also make an adjustment. Instead of saying this can be used a number of times equal to a proficiency bonus, just say this can be used This is kind of like a snippet code. So basically, when they see it, instead of it saying how to put number of times equal to proficiency bonus, it will just say the actual number instead. So proficiency would mean that we are putting in the proficiency bonus for that character. And unsigned means normally when you use snippet code, it's like a calculation, and it'll either put in like a minus or a plus. By using unsigned, it removes that minus or plus. So it should just show up the proficiency bonus. So if it's a level 1 character, it should just show this can be used 2 times. Hopefully there is a thread on using snippet code, which I already have up here, which does go into more detail about what the snippet codes do, which snippet codes we have available, and what you can do with them. Calculations, you can round them up, round them down, signed or unsigned, create min and maxes. So this allows you to, it doesn't really do anything for the actual feature, it just makes it easier to display on the actual character sheet. That's all it does. But it does help. Feat tags are just a way of helping to search. So if you were to publish this, this would be a way for them to more easily find it. So probably the best one to do for something like this that I'm doing would probably be buff in combat, because it's kind of a buff. You're allowing yourself to do an action as a bonus action, and it's to do with combat because it's not used outside of combat. So got the basic things there. I'm going to create feat, but I am going to. What I just did is I Control-Entered, and it'll bring it up here. The reason I did that is because I can't show you my notepad where I can copy them. So by having this, I can still access what I wrote before. So it saves me typing it all again when I do actions. Scroll down to actions. Add action. So this will be a general action. You should have the other 3 options. It might not show of general, weapon, or spell. Choose general. Here, you can make multiple actions for a feat and name them all differently. Because we're only using one action this time, I'm just going to name it the same, Georgie as heck. You get a lot of options here. Most of these are not going to be needed for the feature I'm using, but these are things like if it's a spell or a spell effect, you could tie it to ability scores for attacks and stuff, saves. They're fairly self-explanatory if you know what you're doing. I might cover it more later in another video, perhaps. But for this feature, all we're doing is just creating a number of uses. In this case, it's a bonus action, which resets on long rest. And see here we've got the description snippet again. Also, if you had different actions, you type different things for the snippet description. This is just, for our case, it's just going to be the one action. So I'm going to put this here. Because these boxes, these are what will show under the actual feats. So if you go on the feats section of the character, this is what they'll show there. What we have here in let me go across, in the add action bit, these boxes will what's going to be shown in the actual actions section of the sheet. Where you have your attack actions and bonus actions and stuff. This is where it will show there. And I missed off the U because I don't plan very well. Then we can save. Now, it doesn't give us the option to create like limited uses straight away. For that, you have to actually go back into it and edit. I'm sure there's a reason why they did it that way, but I can't remember what the reason was. It just seems weird to me. If we go down now, we can see we have more options here. So here we have limited use. So what we can do is limited use is going to 0, which basically means infinite. But we're going to leave that at 0. If you click this here, use proficiency bonus. This means that it'll either, on top of whatever you put here, it'll either add, if you choose addition, or will multiply by what you had here. So if you had this as 1, then you add this here, that makes 3 uses. 1 plus your proficiency bonus level 1 is 2, so that'd be 1 plus 2. If you had multiply, then obviously it would be, well, 0 should be 1 plus, it would be 1 times 0. So we're just going to leave it at 0 and then addition, because then it means there's no base uses, it's only going to be equal to the proficiency bonus. We can ignore level, it doesn't matter. And then we can save. And then we go and save again. And then we save a third time. So with that created, we should be able to also go across here to see. So this is the descriptions, and you can see here, this comes up. So if we go to our character, now normally you'd probably add this like during what's called an ASI, which is when you add a feat to the character through level up. We're just going to add it directly. Save ourselves because it doesn't really matter. Manage feats, and I've got a D. There we go. Dodgy as heck. Add. And then we have our two uses. You see that it says, it's got the description, and you see that it says we used 2 times because it's equal to our proficiency bonus. And of course, we get the expanded text when we click it in. It says equal to your proficiency bonus. So it's got the full ruling, as it were, there. We've got our checkboxes for use to describe how many we've used for the long rest. If you were to go into our actions, if you go to all, it should show up here as well. And it should show up under bonus action here. And of course, because it's tied to our bonus to our sorry, proficiency bonus, should then scale when we level up to the thing. So if we go straight away up to 20, because then it should be 6. Because that'll make our proficiency bonus 6. See, so what we should do is we should find that this is now increased to 6 uses per long rest. So in the production, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there we go. And that is how you tie an action from a feat to a proficiency bonus. I hope it helps. Thank you very much. Bye.